You're watching ABC 36 on your side. News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Erica Bivens. Tragedy once again hitting Kentucky. The Scott County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of one of their own. Deputy Caleb Conley was shot during a routine traffic stop last night. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. The man accused of killing him has been arrested and charged with murder. We'll have more on the suspect in a moment. But first, a procession taking place this morning for Deputy Conley. We begin our ABC 36 team coverage with Justin Walker, who joins us live from Cynthiana tonight. And Justin, it was quite the turnout today.
It's been a very heartbreaking 24 hours for the Scott County Sheriff's Office, for law enforcement, really for the entire state after Conley was shot and killed last night. And as that police procession made its way here to Cynthiana, people were understandably emotional for that life taken far too soon.
Because I have children. This is someone's son, someone's father, and he was doing the right thing. He's trying to protect all of us.
From Frankfort to Cynthiana, hundreds lined the streets paying respects to Scott County Sheriff's Deputy Caleb Conley. Conley was shot and killed Monday night on Interstate 75 during a routine traffic stop. He later died at the hospital. Conley leaves behind a family.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful tribute. It means a lot that there are so many people who still want the right way of life.
Conley served in the Scott County Sheriff's Office for 4 years. He also served 8 years in the Army. Patsy Custard of Cynthiana coming out to pay her respects to the fallen officer and the law enforcement community.
I'm glad to be out here to show that I support his grandmother and his family and all of the people of Cynthiana. And just God be with this family, especially his wife and his little kids.
Law enforcement officers from across the state taking part in the escort from Georgetown, Lexington, Kentucky State Police, and beyond. Lieutenant Tuan Creer of the Harrison County Sheriff's Office says even though Conley worked in Scott County, he cared deeply about the Harrison County community. He says Conley was heavily involved in the lives of young children there.
When he became a police officer, his whole goal in life was to make it better for the children in the future. So, and I know that he's going to be greatly missed by both communities.
A huge American flag draped over the highway near downtown Cynthiana, honoring the officer in blue. Now, the Sheriff's Office says that a fund has been set up in Conley's memory. You can make a donation at any Whitaker bank to the Deputy Caleb Conley Memorial Fund. Now, a GoFundMe for that memorial fund has also been created. You can find all of that information on our website, WTVQ.com. I'm live in Cynthiana. Justin Walker, ABC 36 on your side.
TG, glad it was certainly dry there for that procession today. Those temperatures, though, feeling very much like summer out there today.
Yeah, absolutely, Erica. Yeah. Most locations here in central and southern Kentucky topping the 80-degree mark, upper 70s out to the east. And we talked about this possibility yesterday, a bit of a boundary along the I-65 corridor. Higher humidity levels there, enough lift and moisture, and as we hit the peak warmth of the afternoon, you can see on our Max HD radar we've got a few little isolated cells really flared up over the last 15-20 minutes. Even some lightning out of the one over Columbia there in Adair County, but this still ramping up east of Liberty, extreme eastern Casey County, southwest of Waynesburg, which is in southern Lincoln County, and then running just to the east of the 127 corridor into southern Casey County. You could see we had that one cell earlier, and then we flared a few others up, one just near Mackville there in Washington County. Everything's moving from east to west out toward the boundary and where the, again, highest dew points and humidity levels are kind of fueling things, chasing its moisture source. The Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD Camera Network, our Hicks and Funson Cam, checking out Hamburg here in Lexington on the east side. You can see it's a little hazy. Our dew points aren't off the charts, but they're up a bit compared to yesterday. 79 right now, 82 in Frankfort, 81 in Richmond out to the east. We're in the upper 70s, and our dew points, again, a little lower there. You can see the deeper green out to the west of us. Looking good tomorrow. We're going to make a run into the low 80s without the isolated thunderstorm chances. A little bit of a cool down, still feeling pretty good later in the week behind a frontal boundary. More on that in your 7-day coming up.
We continue our ABC 36 team coverage as we learn more about the man accused of killing Deputy Conley. Stephen Sheshong is facing a list of charges, including murder of a police officer, assault, and robbery. He was booked in the Fayette County Detention Center overnight. His arrest report says he's a convicted felon and appeared to be under the influence of drugs and alcohol. ABC 36's Anna Medina has more on the timeline of how things transpired.
It all started during a routine traffic stop on I-75 around 5 last night. According to the suspect's arrest report, Deputy Conley attempted to pull over Stephen Sheshong when he was approaching the car. That's when the suspect reportedly shot the deputy. Conley was then taken to a UK hospital where he later died. The arrest report says Sheshong then drove into a neighborhood off Paris Pike and forced his way into a home, pointing a gun at the homeowners and then taking their keys to their van and driving off. Just before 6, the citation says Sheshong pulled into Rose and Jim's bar in Lexington on Georgetown Road, shot another person, and then took their car. Police say they found the stolen vehicle on Whitney Avenue using the city's flock license plate reader system and traffic cameras. Sheshong was arrested a short time later at a home on Charles Avenue. Scott County Sheriff Tony Hampton says Deputy Conley died doing his job.
Look what happened to him. A coward coming through our county on I-75 took his life, took him away from his family.
And it's not the first time the suspect's been in trouble with the law. His arrest report says he's a convicted felon in Campbell County. And just last week, Sheshong was also charged with a burglary here in Fayette County. Now, Sheshong will be in court tomorrow for that burglary charge in Fayette County. For now, Anna Medina, ABC 36 on your side.
You can read more about the charges as well as condolences that continue to pour in for Deputy Conley and a GoFundMe that's now been set up for his family. All of that on our website, WTVQ.com. In other news tonight, U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell joining national and local leaders in a groundbreaking ceremony for a new forage animal production lab on UK's campus. The new $65.9 million facility housing the Forage Animal Production Research Unit expected to be wrapped up by 2026 and will encompass more than 52,000 square feet of office, support, and research lab space. It'll also house a collaborative area and 8 bay greenhouses. The new building will be staffed by 6 scientists and 7 UK researchers, along with lab techs and administrative personnel. Still ahead, remembering Kentucky basketball legend Cotton Nash, who's passed away. Plus, the nation's top doctor issuing an advisory about the mental health risks of social media. But the U.S. Surgeon General is now warning, particularly when it comes to kids.